What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video unboxing. This one we're going to do an unboxing, then we'll do a review. I know this statue takes a while to set up, so I'm just going to more or less pause it when I get to the dreads parts. They say that can take up to an hour. But this is the XM Predator. This is something I had never planned to actually buy, but I really wanted to expand my Predator and Alien section. I had pre-ordered Big Chap. I only have two 1/3 scale Predators. And this was the only other one in the market, and I'd been watching lots of videos and whatnot, so I ended up liking it a lot more and more every time I kept looking at it, so I decided to jump on board. And this was the last in-stock one I got it from Spec Fiction for a great price. So first thing is the assembly booklet, which I'm probably definitely going to have to watch, because look at all those dreads. That's the one huge negative part on this, is people hate the dreads. The fact you have to individually assemble it. And you're apparently supposed to do it as well when you want to switch the heads out. So if you're going to switch the heads out, and it really does take an hour per head, it could potentially take you up to 2 hours to switch a head, where I do it with the Sideshow, it takes me, 2 minutes. No worries. So that's the one negative. So I basically plan to display the head I like the most and never change it. Which will probably be the unmasked based off pictures. We'll see when I open this bad boy up. The box was extremely, extremely heavy. Like 78 pounds. And I had to carry it all by my lonesome self. The wife will never help carry a box. She hates statues. Alrighty. So a big thick box, and we got straps here. So I'm gonna have to now pull it out. And the art box shows some of the statue, XM Studios. So this is gonna go right next to my XM Alien over there. So be sure to check out the video tomorrow when I do the full video review, where we show it next to XM Alien. And I'll do a separate video comparison versus Sideshow Wolf and Cinemaket Predator to determine which is the top dog. The straps make this a lot easier, by the way. So, we're just gonna... Alrighty. I do love the straps that XM Studios uses. Makes things a heck of a lot easier. So, a few dreads already came out of the packaging, just an FYI. I see about 5 came out. These ones are inside this, but there's others that are not, and several came out of the packaging. And this one is in here freaking tight. So we'll just put that to the side. Yeah, several dreads flew off out of the packaging, although I know they designed these dreads to not break easy, but they did come out of packaging. Yeah, even over here, one came out. And we have lots of skulls, the staff. So, alrighty, so here's the Predator, the base, the heads, the stands, the arms. So let's get to it. Obviously, we're going to do the base first. So here is the base. It's a little bit more top heavy on this left side. There is the bottom. This is limited to 300 and I got 127. So base looks great. There's one specific reason I really like this statue. I think it's due to the concept of it. And it really follows the Sideshow Predator art print. You know, being in his like own little cave on top, victory pose, screaming, skull trophies. Love the concept on this piece. So I'm assuming we're going to want to put the skulls in first. Congratulations on becoming an owner of an XM piece. Our limited edition luxury collectibles are meant only for the most distinguished collectors. So I guess I'm a distinguished collector. All right, so yeah, first things first, it wants you to set up the heads. And they're supposed to all be marked here. Although it doesn't show where in the box. I will say the one reason I had almost passed on this was due to the size. It always looked a little small to me. Strong magnet. You know, so it's like, I don't like collectibles when they're supposed to be in the same scale, but they're clearly a huge noticeable difference. And I saw a picture of this next to Wolf and it looked tiny. I was like, what the heck? You know, and Wolf is smaller than Cinema Cats. By, you know, not hugely noticeable, but the heads and the body thickness is quite noticeable. So, this being smaller than Wolf really had me worried. So, here are these different animal skulls, which look great, by the way. All right, everything else here is one more skull. See, now I'm a big fan of skulls like this on a base. I love it. Yeah, but the one picture that truly just, I would say, sold me on this was seeing it just next to XM Alien. They look great together. So the way I do my shelving, having XM Alien higher up and this next to it, it won't be as noticeable that it's so much smaller than the other Predators. And so it should look really good. I don't know why, but I just grabbed the staff, which looks awesome, by the way. Yeah, I need to grab all these skull pieces because they're all separate. And they're all color-coded, by the way. So it says number 2, and it's orange. And I don't see a number. Oh, there's the number 2. It's upside down. It's like this. Very strong magnet. I do like how they color code it. Obviously, that's going to help with sent out not having to guess. I wish more companies would do color coding and numbers, you know, because I've set up statues where it had nothing, and it literally took me like an hour to set it up. Now this one is not colored, but it does say number 7. Number 7, where the frick is number 7? Pretty confident. Okay. This one's not color coded. I'll just put the other ones in and then figure out where that goes because the color rubbed off. Huh. I believe that just goes on the Predator. Some sort of blade. There's a lot of pieces to this, folks, so this will definitely not be a short unboxing. You also want to be extremely careful. You don't want to break anything. You don't want to rush an unboxing. You want to set it up properly, make sure it's done right. So this one has sort of a brown color, and I'm pretty confident it's going to go right here. Boom. Yeah, if you rush an unboxing, you'll break something. I've seen other collectors, even on my YouTube, break something because looked like they were rushing it, not being very careful. This one's green, so it should go right here. Yes. Longest unboxing so far has been Shockwave. That took forever. Let's see. So if this is part of this, it should go right here. This does not fit. It also says number 7 and that says 1. Skull. I swear this has to go here. S1. Don't you love when this happens? It's labeled, but you still can't fit it. Yeah, this just is not fitting. It looks like it almost could, but these edges. Oh. There's that one. Okay. We got it. All right. And here is this one. Boom. All right, everything fits good, looks good. Next is the skull trophies. So, looks like look how cool that looks. Wait, yeah, this is correct. So all these skull trophies are definitely different. Every single one of them. They're very cool though. Voila. So check that out. Do a quick 360 for you guys. So you have 5 skull trophies. One just head, with no lower jaw, two probably like predator hounds or some sort of creature, and then two skulls with actual spinal cord, but one is missing the lower jaw. And then you also have 4 skulls here in the front, so very, very cool. Next is putting the actual predator on. So here he comes, the beast. I'm not liking this turntable. This one's kind of flimsy, to be brutally honest. Oh, there we go. Yeah, like look at that. I need to get just off this bad boy. There we go. It's a little heavier on the left side, and this turntable is not very good. I need to just get my other turntable. Alrighty, so here he is. I'm gonna give him a quick look over, make sure there's no damage. From what I can tell initially, I don't see anything, but you know, I've looked over statues, didn't see anything, looked over again, and I found little scuff marks. So you always want to look over your statues multiple times when you first get it, because after a little while, you know, like let's say you notice damage 2 weeks later, your seller's not going to help you. They'll think you damaged it. Alrighty, so now that we got that, it says you can apply this blade. So he has this blade, just like a little knife you would use, right here on his side. That fit in there nice. And then you have the different masks and hands. So here is one hand where he's holding the mask, and I really like the concept of this. I think it's very cool. Pretty strong magnet, and it looks great. Next would be the staff hand, which is the one I most likely will be displaying. I made sure to have space for it, and based off all videos and every single person who owns this, they said it's the best. So here it is. The staff is incredibly cool and detailed, by the way. Yeah, it's actually... See, now it looks like it's like this. There we go, like that. And then you have the top part of the staff. So it doesn't look, looks like it's like this. Let's see, there's a little bit of, looks like there's a specific way, yeah, like this. That is not going in that easy. But it looks like it's this way. I believe that's as good as I'll get it. So look how massive that thing is. That is incredibly close to the ground as well. Like, you gotta maybe almost half an inch between that staff touching the ground. But as long as it's not touching. All right, next, attach head to body before assembling dreads. Attach dreadlocks from bottom to top. Remove all dreadlocks before head before switching out. And then it shows the process of doing all the dreads. And so that's basically that. Now this does come with a few switch outs. You can get a hand without holding the mask where it's the double blade. So that's really cool. You could just use that with either. Then also this hand right here, if you are, let's say you don't have the space for this massive staff here, you can display them holding on the discs. And I don't have a Predator that displays discs, so I think that's a pretty cool switch out. The disc looks great. For now, I'm going to use the staff, although for setting it up, it might be easier to just display that hand. So I'm going to try that as well. Yeah, and I can probably get that in better. Staff is huge, definitely bigger than wolf predators. Yeah, see how much easier that one was to put in? So, and then, like I said, you also have this hand, which, you know, I like how they put that there to prevent that from breaking. And you can basically do this hand where it's the double blade. Now, I don't know if these are real metal. Maybe. They look great. I don't know if it's real metal or not. But it does look good. Next is attaching the head. So we're going to check out the heads. So here is the unmasked portrait without dreads, obviously. So I'm going to get a good look at both of them before I decide which one I want to ultimately display. This also does come with a masked display stand. Most Predator statues do this, because most of them include multiple heads. So you get that right there. And then here's the masked head. Masked head definitely looks really detailed and cool. So there's that, and obviously this would go inside here, like so. You just have to attach the dreads. And one last piece before we get to the dreads. It is this plasma cannon, which would attach right here, like so. Although I think it would be easier to attach that after you've done the dreads to ensure it doesn't get in the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video so we can install the dreads and go from there. There you have it though, so I can quickly show you guys. Dreadless Predator. Crazy, right? Alrighty. Let's just do a quick close-up. Quite heavy, very cool. Just gonna install the dreads now, and I'm gonna decide which head. I'm real curious because I've heard someone say that you can technically remove the head with the dreads on. I've also heard some of the dreads fall off easy. If they are falling off easy, I'm gonna use some putty to ensure they're in there good. But let's go ahead and install the dreads and finish off this unboxing. Alrighty folks, so I just completed one head. Now this was definitely an extreme hassle, I will say. Lots of times they fall out, they don't fit right. I don't know if it's going in good. So it's definitely an extreme hassle. And I'm pretty confident if you were to lift the head up and off, half them would fall out. And so that's probably why XM says to remove them individually when switching the heads. So here it is, complete though. Now, one thing, I don't know if I did this right or not. I followed instructions to a T, but on some of these, you can actually see the color on the inside, like right there, you can see it. I don't really like that. Granted, it's in the back, but you know, like some of these, because you insert it and it's color coded, you can see the color right there, and I really don't like that. And they definitely can fall out quite easy. Now, even like that one at the very front, look at that. The red one, you can see that red. I tried to insert it as the best I could. Some don't fit perfectly either, like this one. You can see it's still like wide, but it feels kind of secure. As long as they don't fall off during dusting, I'm fine. But definitely a very big hassle, I will say. And I followed the instructions to a T, and it said these ones were for the unmasked head. So now those ones will go to the masked head. That one should be a lot easier considering there's, you know, not all the Predator parts. It should go in easier. But I do think I'll probably do unmasked just because I do like unmasked. Plus the unmasked goes great with that arm. And you can use both arms actually. But I think it just goes really well with the pose. Pulling off the mask, I think it just goes better. So there he is, complete though. You can see size comparison next to like Harley. You know, those are 1/3 scale from Prime 1. Justice League, also 1/3, but the Justice League are oversized 1/3. But, you know, next to Harley, you know, and Joker, I would say, yes, he does look 1/3 scale. I'm going to compare the heads, of course, over there to those Predators. But next to Harley and Joker, I would say, yes, he looks 1/3. He's about the same height as Harley, but obviously his pose, he's like crouched over. His base is a decent height. I'd say Harley's a little bit taller. Definitely girthy and thick. Definitely, you know, a lot more muscular than those guys. But here's the unmasked head. Lots of detail in that face and mouth. The paint pattern on the forehead is somewhat similar to Wolf Predator. The body doesn't have the netting, which I actually really like, because all my other Predators have the netting. This one doesn't. So that's another reason I really like this concept pose. The design, it's a Naren design, not from a movie. You know, and I have the XM Alien, which is also from, you know, the movie. Or, I'm sorry, Naren, not movie. So I'm going to go ahead and set up that, show that to you guys, and then we'll end the video. Thanks for tuning in. The masked head, and again, another big problem. Look how you can see the white parts of the color coordination. In addition, there's a QC issue. It looks like when they were painting the edges white, they painted my dread white right there. So I am definitely disappointed in XM the way they executed these dreads. Now the dreads themselves look really nice, and the material is like, you know, you can almost bend them apparently. I'm not going to try to snap one by any means, but the way you attach it truly is a punch in the face to a collector. Now, I mean, even this one, like, why is that one sticking out so much? That shouldn't be like that, but I guess it's in the back. But there's the masked portrait. I'm probably going to have to paint that black or something, because that's kind of annoying seeing that little white dot there. Although it's kind of hard to see, especially if you have it up high like this, you can't see it. There's the masked head though. So definitely very, very detailed. So everything's said and done. It definitely took a long time. I think an hour and a half truly to do everything. So having to remove the dreads and redo it, it's going to take you, gosh, 2-3 hours to really switch the portraits out, which is just not, you know, what the heck was XM thinking? That's one of the big reasons a lot of people, I think, avoided this, is because of that issue. Although if you just like, you know, displaying one head, then, you know, it's not really a big problem. And generally for me, I always display the unmasked heads on Predators just because I think it goes better. But that's the unboxing. I'm going to look at this a lot deeper. I will say the obviously big negative is the dreads and the fact you can see the color coding on it. And I pushed those bad boys in very hard to ensure it's fully in and you can still see the colors. It's in the back, so I'm not going to see it when it's on display, but it's still, you know, when you're paying a lot of money, you shouldn't be seeing that. They should have designed this so the dreads were already on it, shipped like this, and I could just simply take this off and put it on there. Anyways, folks, that's unboxing. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the full video review. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.